October 9th of 2025 at 9 minutes after 10. We've got a temperature of 51 degrees currently in Beaver County. That's a look at the news for now. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM, AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM, and 1460 AM WMBA. Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
Rush Hour is just getting started on Beaver County Radio. It's time for Driving in the Fast Lane with Frank Sparks. It's the show that talks about what's happening in the news, locally, regionally, and nationally. There will be guests, and Noah Haswell will have the news at the top and bottom of each hour. And now, here is the host of the show, Frank Sparks.
Hey, good morning to you, and welcome to a Thursday morning of Driving in the Fast Lane. And we've got a lot going on today. We're going to start out talking about EdFest coming up on Monday in the first hour. Then at 11 o'clock will be the Best of Beaver County, and one of our guests from the 10 o'clock hour, Mark Kopsack, is going to hang around, and we're going to talk a little bit about Push Beaver County and the good things that Push Beaver County does in the Best of Beaver County today. And then at 11:30, I don't know what we'll get into. There's lots going on. Maybe we'll talk about the swastika. I mean, can you imagine if you were living in Germany and somebody bought a house that you lived in and it had American flag in the basement? I mean, that's something to sue over. I mean, I got nothing.
I'm not sure I want to touch this one.
Right.
Well, that's what I get paid to do. So, all right. Well, let's get started. First off, we're going to talk EdFest here in hour number one. And joining us this morning is Lauren Susan. She is the Dean of College here and now for CCBC. Good morning.
Good morning. How is everybody today?
Yeah, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. And then Mark Kopsack, he is part of the Right Promise as well as part of Push Beaver County, part of just about everything that goes on here in Beaver County. So, yeah, I like I like when you get involved with things. Do you know why?
What's that?
Because you have a motto that I love. And you know what it is? Go big or go home.
That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it.
I mean, plain and simple.
And no sense of doing anything without doing it with both feet well into it. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Monday is this day that we've been long waiting for, which is EdFest 2025. All the teachers from the New Brighton and other school districts, all school districts of Beaver County, will all be there on Monday morning. We're going to be broadcasting live starting at 7:30, doing interviews as the teachers are coming in. So it's kind of going to be a cool day. So take us a little through the day and how it's going to start.
This is kind of an unprecedented event, and without Lauren and CCBC like this, we couldn't even. There's no venue big enough to have what we're having. Right. So we're expecting between 1,500 to 2,200 teachers on Monday morning. It's going to be quick. I mean, from 8 to 11, it's going to be a lot of excitement. We've got a world-renowned speaker coming in by the name of his name has escaped me.
Cass is
Jimmy,
his last
Jimmy
I couldn't think of his first name.
Jimmy Cashes.
Yeah, I didn't want to mess that one up. Yeah, Jimmy Cass is coming into town. He is. I've read some of his books, and I've read a lot of what he's written. He's just excitement exemplified. We're super excited. He's going to blow the roof off of the dome with all these teachers, and really, the whole event is designed around really supporting our educators, and it's a pep rally for them. All the hard work that they do throughout the year, teaching kids, supporting kids, and all the things that happen behind the scenes, we're there to kind of pat them on the back and say, "Hey, great job. Let's enjoy ourselves and let's kind of push you and boost you to get you through the end of the school year." So it's just going to be a great event. Right Promise, BVIU, DJ Fry, which I know we're familiar with here.
Absolutely.
I mean, the committee on this event is so broad and huge to pull it off. Again, CCBC, and then Beaver County Radio. You guys, I know you don't pat yourselves on the back very well, so I'm going to do it for you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Mark.
You make these wonderful events so much bigger. We got Undivided in Christ, McCarter, Beaver County Chamber of Commerce. I mean, all these wonderful groups have come together to kind of pull this event off, and it's going to be historical. So
After all, we are coming to you live from the Fry Transportation Studio, you know.
we are, and I will tell you, and DJ is not a guy that's going to pat himself on the back either, but literally, he has been the reason why dreams come true for events in Beaver County. He takes an idea and says, you know what, I'm going to get everybody there, and he's just he's the best. The Fry Transportation is a treasure for Beaver County and big events. So.
Absolutely. All right, let's take a little bit of a step back. Lauren, why don't you, since it's your first time here, tell everybody about yourself and what you do at CCBC.
Okay, well, thank you. So I'm Lauren Susan. I am the Dean of the College Here and Now department at CCBC. So, CCBC is all about empowering communities through education. That's our mission at CCBC. So my area specifically, works with high school students, and we're trying to get high school students to get a jump start on college so they can start on those career pathways early. And that's what we want to see. We can get them into the workforce quicker if they start their educational pathway, sooner. So that's really our mission in our area, is to give them that jump start. And we have different opportunities for students to do that. So we have dual enrollment, which everybody is pretty familiar with. We also have college and high school, which is, our courses are being taught by teachers in the high schools that we partner with. So that's a unique, way that we offer courses. But I think our most unique and nationally recognized program is our CCBC High School Academies pathways.
Okay.
So those pathways are designed, they're dual enrollment, which everybody's familiar with, but we call them the academies because they're unique in the sense that they're design curriculum. So the students don't come to us and say, I think I want to take a math class. I think I want to take an English. These pathways are really laid out for the students. So they don't have to really think about what courses do I need to take. And we have 5 of those. So we have aviation, we have health, we have criminal justice, we have education, and we also have STEM. So again, these students are coming to us as juniors and seniors in high school, and they're spending part of their day with us, and they're starting to earn those college credits. Our most unique one is our aviation academy. And so students are actually, some students, which a little scary, but kind of cool, they are actually flying airplanes before they're even getting their driver's license.
That's still pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is. So when you're out in Chippewa and you see those planes flying overhead, a lot of those are our high school students that are starting this program with us. So again, these 5 different pathways, and with aviation, they can go into being a professional pilot. They could be an air traffic controller. They could also be in the business side of aviation. So again, these pathways have different opportunities for the students to explore.
We're visiting with Lauren Susan. She is the Dean of College Here and Now at CCBC, and Mark Kopsack from Push Beaver County. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to call at 724-774-1888 and 843-1888. We do have to take a short break, but we'll be back with more right after this. Maybe.
Discover thoughtfully curated women's and men's fashion, accessories, shoes, bags, and select home accents at Reclaim Threads Consignment Boutique, opening soon in Beaver. Reclaim Threads features mid-tier to luxury brands, handpicked to help you find that one piece that sparks joy and elevates your wardrobe or home. Reclaim Threads is more than a boutique. It's a welcoming space where sustainability, individuality, and community come together. Interested in consigning? Just call 878-201-3138, connect on Instagram or Facebook, or stop by 505 3rd Street. They'd love to meet you.
Saturday, October 11th. The NASCAR Xfinity Series heads to Vegas.
Jesse Love goes and cuts down in front of Josh Williams. There's Austin Hill, cannot get the outside line going.
Now he drives up beside Jesse Love. Ryan Sieg moving all over the racetrack, upside, downside.
It's the Focus Tell 302, Saturday, October 11th at 7 p.m.
They're back.
Stop up to New Brighton's 100th annual Halloween parade. It's back this year by Gaulish demand. Make plans to come enjoy this spooky New Brighton tradition on Wednesday, October the 22nd at 6:30 p.m. Legend says that this parade is full of your favorite ghosts, ghouls, goblins, fire trucks, and bands, and it started back in 1925. Come out and celebrate the 100th parade by dressing up in your favorite costume, or if you have a group, band, or float that you want to participate in the parade, email nbparade@gmail.com. Beaver County Radio will broadcast the parade on Facebook Live and YouTube as well, so that families and friends around the world can be a part of this 100-year-old treat just like me. This parade will feature local bands, and of course, the best thing about Halloween is candy from my cauldron. So come out and enjoy the New Brighton Halloween Parade at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday, October the 22nd, and have a ghoulish good time if you dare.
Listen to 1230 WBVP and 1460 WMBA this Friday morning in the 9 a.m. hour with guest attorneys Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George. Attorneys LGKG specialize in auto accidents, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, motorcycle accident cases, and premises liability. The attorneys Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George will be available to answer your questions during the 9 a.m. hour this Friday on 1230 WBVP and 1460 WMBA.
Hot coffee in the morning and Frank Sparks. Now you're in the fast lane. 99.3 FM, 1230 WBVP, and streaming live on beavercountyradio.com.
All right, we're back here on Driving in the Fast Lane. It is hour number 1, and we're talking EdFest. That's going to be happening Monday. We're going to have special coverage for you. I will be live out there starting at 7:30 a.m. on Monday morning, and I think if we can get it arranged, we're also going to carry, we're still working on getting everything together. We're going to carry actually Jimmy Cassis' speech as well on the air while he's talking. So so that would be pretty cool to hear that, because from what I understand, he's a very inspirational speaker and does a very good job. So it'd be kind of cool to hear that.
Yeah, we got, I mean, every school district was invited. Unfortunately, I think Southside's having school that day, so they can't be there.
What's wrong with them?
I know.
It's Columbus Day.
Take the day off.
They're doing a college fair, though, for their students. So
well, that's cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know?
And I even think some of the cybers, they're going to be like live streaming it to their places. So, and then CCBC's partner, they're going to be there too. So we're all going to be underneath one big golden dome, having a great time, and celebrating educators. So
we have a golden opportunity, not to use a pun, but with CCBC, because CCBC seems like every time there's something going on, jumps in. They're a huge sponsor for us for Friday Night Football and the CCBC players of the game, and just no matter what it is within the community, it seems like CCBC wants to be involved.
Yeah, and like I said, we're really we are your community college. Mm-hmm. Right. So anytime that we can come together with the community to, help in any way, we're there. And that's why this is really exciting, that our faculty and our employees are going to be under the same roof, with the K through 12 educators and administrators. So we can all kind of come together on around one table, because I think that's, what it's all about. It's about collaboration and being innovative for the community.
So what was the thought of CCBC when they were first approached with hosting this event?
So I think, again, we usually hold our own professional development that day. So at first it was probably like, oh, how are we going to make this happen, right? But again, I think they kind of looked at it as a really great opportunity for us all to be under that dome, together and come together. Like, we're able to have a table there. It's an opportunity for our area to get in front of all these teachers, right? And that's what we always need to do, is we need to get in front of those educators and be able to talk about these great opportunities for their students. So we're really excited, my team especially. We asked to have a table there. So if there's any teachers listening or anybody, family members of teachers, tell them to come and see us, because, again, all this information that we have about our programming will be available that day too.
Well, what's nice is, like I was telling you, these opportunities weren't there when I was in high school. I graduated in 1984, and the opportunities weren't there. You could take side classes, but it's nice to see the way that CCBC has come and grown, that now when my older daughter was in school, they started having those courses. And then now, to the fact where, we're talking about these guys having classes at the high, in the high schools being taught these classes that are college levels and earning credits. So it's pretty cool where CCBC's come to.
Well, thank you. And that's the thing is we always are looking for unique and different opportunities and things we can do. We like to think outside of the box, especially in our area, because again, the needs and the education landscape has changed. COVID hit us. We do things differently. COVID hit and we had to go to online live. Well, that has helped our program because now the students don't even have to come and sit in the classroom to do them. They could sync live into, our classrooms for these courses. So our borders have expanded even beyond Beaver County. We work with 80 plus school districts across the state.
That's awesome.
We have students from Philadelphia. We have students from Michigan syncing into our classrooms. Right now, we have 282 students just in our high school academy pathways. That's not including our dual enrollment. That's not including the college and high school students taking some of our courses back at their high schools taught by their teachers. So our area at one time is dealing with 600 plus students. And that is like a great opportunity, especially in our academies when these students are in the same classroom and cohort, they move through that and they're meeting people from all over. Out of state, in state,
cool.
out of county, in county. So it's just a really great opportunity for these students to grow and learn.
Well, you were talking a little bit about the aviation and kids in high school flying the planes. If you want to go into that, like air traffic controller and things like that, are you able to take those classes in high school as well?
Yes, so that's what our academies are.
Okay.
So those are the students, for aviation, health, education, STEM, criminal justice. They can reach out to their counselors. The counselors in Beaver County are amazing. So this is a shout out to the counselors because we have great partnerships with them. If they go to their counselors and start to talk to them about these are things they're interested in, then they can get them on the path. They can start to help them apply to CCBC, get in contact with our team so that we can, kind of help them get on board with us. So they're basically coming to us for about an hour and a half of their day. So whether they're coming in physical classroom or syncing live into these classes taught by our faculty at CCBC. So again, they're earning these college credits. We went on a semester basis, just like regular college classes. So they're learning what college is all about. Our job is really to train them up to be a full-blown college student. We're walking alongside them while they're in high school, which once they're a regular college student, they don't get as much of that as they do because, again, they're an adult. They're more independent. We have a model in place. It's called a champion model for our academies. We have a lead faculty that tracks these students during the entire time they're in high school with us. They report to my team so that we know at all times, are they kind of steering off, not doing homework, not engaging in class, what's going on, and we can intervene. I was doing some of that right before I came here today.
Cool.
Talking to our champions, talking to students, to make sure, again, we're helping them be successful.
So, and I had asked her about this off the air before we talked about it. So Little Bird had told me that there's an opportunity that's going to be coming up for high school students to actually be able to graduate from high school with an associate's degree?
So that's actually something unique to Beaver High School only.
But it's still cool.
It is. It's very cool.
I'm sure this will just be the start of it.
Right. And then that's what we said. So Beaver approached us about this, that they saw this model being done somewhere else and just kind of said, hey, do you think we could do this? I will be honest and say it's been a pipe dream of mine as well to kind of be able to offer these students, they're graduating high school and having an associate's degree at the same time. I will say we're a little behind on this because there are other states that are doing this already. So I was kind of excited that I was, being approached to be able to do this. So we partnered with Beaver. They just signed on the dotted line. So it is official. We're going to move forward with that. So it'll be an opportunity for their sophomores to actually do our dual enrollment classes. So it's a combination of classes that they offer through other colleges where their teachers are teaching college and high school. We're accepting those credits that they're taking at their high school into the degree, and then the combination of them taking dual enrollment classes with us. And we prescribed a pathway for them. So again, similar to the academies, but again, it's not at an exact time of the day or anything like that. It's more flexible. So the students can do this outside of their school day, and everything like that. So they start with us as sophomores, which is a little earlier than they do for the high school academies. And they go through the summers as well because they have to earn, we're accepting in about 20 some credits from their college and high school, but they have to earn the other 40 some credits to get that associate's degree. So it's apparent that they're going to have to go, all the way through fall, spring, summer to earn those credits. But they would actually walk across the stage at CCBC if they do everything they need to do at CCBC in May for graduation, and then in June walk across the stage at their high school. So this is a great opportunity for Beaver students.
Yeah, that's just, I've never heard of something like that. So it's a pretty cool program. So let me ask you, what you seem very passionate about this, passionate about your job. What drives you?
I think, I've always had a passion. My background is actually in school counseling.
Okay.
So I used to work as a school counselor before I ever worked at CCBC. I've been at CCBC now for 16 years. I started there as a counselor and then kind of worked my way into this dean role. This area for me is a perfect marriage of everything I love to do. It's working with the high school students. I was a high school counselor, so being able to kind of push them and motivate them and give them opportunities to really thrive. And my team has the same kind of attitude. All of my team members, I will say that, so shout out to my team. Because again, that's why I wake up every morning and go to work, is because I want to see the students of Beaver County and beyond Beaver County stay in this region, right? And we want to educate them, stay in this region, go into high demand careers, and come back and just give back to the community. And so that's really, I think, what drives me and motivates me.
Did you grow up here in Beaver County?
I did.
Okay,
I
where
did.
at?
I grew up in Economy, actually. I'm now currently living in Center Township. I have 2 small children and a great husband.
All right.
So again, I think that's the other thing is I see this, I have a 8-year-old. Mark and I were just talking about this. I have an 8-year-old and he's in trouble. I already told him, you're going to CCBC and you're going to start in high school. Because again, I just see that. And the cost savings for students coming to the community college. And our faculty teach at Pitt and Robert Morris. So all of our, so again, it's a great education at a low cost. And you can really save the money.
My daughter at 7 always says, because her mom went to CCBC, she's like, I'm going to CCBC when I get older. She has no idea at 7 what college is, but she's like, I'm going to CCBC when we drive by, and we just laugh all the time.
Well, bring her to our trick-or-treat event, because then she can see the college, because I think that's another thing is the beauty of like the campus is getting people on campus. So if you haven't visited CCBC, come on down.
All right. We're going to take a short break, and then Noah's going to do news, and then we'll be back with more right after this here on Beaver County Radio.
Though trick-or-treat season is upon us, it's not too early to start thinking about gifts under the tree. It's me again, Cindy Haladio from Friendly Federal Credit Union. After you come down from that sugar high of eating all that Halloween candy, take a look at your holiday shopping budget. If it's as thin as some of those skeletons adorning the yards around here, you better get that pelvis of yours in here and see me. Holiday shopping loans can do the trick for this year, and setting up a Christmas Club savings account now will be a real treat at this time next year. Get it? Trick or treat? Anyhow, make sure that you can be a great Santa Claus without ever having to put on a costume by visiting Friendly Federal Credit Union now to apply for those funds to provide a great holiday. Based on credit approval, member NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Friendly Federal Credit Union, you got a friend.
If you own a company or a small business, you might have considered advertising on radio. It's smart because radio is still the most far-reaching media outlet today. WBVP and WMBA can get you results. Get more information at beavercountyradio.com.
Oh, the one and only Count Frankie here. Are you looking for something fun to take your little goblins to? Well, join Falcone's Moon Township Ford, Dan Hoffman State Farm Insurance, and Beaver County Radio for a ghoulish good time on Saturday, October the 18th for a trunk-or-treat car cruise from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Beaver County Radio Studios located at 4301 Dutch Ridge Road in Brighton Township. There will be all kinds of activities for the kiddies, including face painting, pumpkin decorating, a ducky derby, and a train ride. One person will win a Pit Boss 8-in-1 grill, courtesy of the Rochester True Value. There's no purchase necessary, and every adult will receive one ticket and a chance to win. There'll be a 50-50, a chance auction, and trick-or-treating from the trunk of cars. Anyone can participate, and your vehicle doesn't have to be a hot rod to give out treats. Adults are also encouraged to dress up, and there'll be prizes given for the best costumes. Beaver County Radio's Trunk or Treat is being presented by Falconte's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends, and Dan Hoffman State Farm Insurance in Brighton Township. Beaver County Radio's Trunk or Treat is also brought to you by J. Young Refuse, Electric Garage Door Sales, True Value Hardware inside the East Rochester Shop and Save, and Beaver County Radio.
Van Gisbergen focused on the future. I'm Susie Armstrong. The story next on NASCAR Today. All the car parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Do you have an unused car, truck, motorcycle, boat, or RV taking up space? Put it to good use by donating it to the NASCAR Foundation. Proceeds help fund medical resources for children in our racing community. Your wheels can heal. Call 844-NASCAR-9 and we'll come tow away your vehicle for free. The process is quick and your gift is tax deductible. Call 844-NASCAR-9 to donate your vehicle to the NASCAR Foundation today. Your donation will help our children survive and thrive.
Following his win on the Charlotte Roval, Shane Van Gisbergen has no illusions for another victory this season. With 4 races remaining on the NASCAR Cup Series schedule, all of them on ovals, the Trackhouse Racing pilot has his sights set firmly on the future.
I don't go there hoping for a win. I'm realistic with that. I just really want to get 3-4 good weeks to finish out, keep learning, keep the car straight and finishing races. You know, the more miles, the more laps I do, it just keeps adding to the experience bank. I know we have a lot of potential. Got to keep getting it every week, and that's the real challenge for me.
I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
Beaver County Radio's news source. 99.3 FM, 1230 WBVP, and BeaverCountyRadio.com. Here's Noah Haswell.
Good morning. On this Thursday, October the 9th of 2025, we will have a complete Beaver County radio weather forecast after we take this look at news. One topic discussed at the Beaver County Commissioners' work session yesterday morning at 10 a.m. at the Beaver County Courthouse in Beaver was when a New Swickley Township woman named Laura Dangle asked the commissioners about any updates regarding their meeting with the Department of Environmental Protection on August 28, 2025. This is regarding some Economy Borough residents accusing the Beaver County Conservation District through the DEP of purposely stalling the construction of the remainder of their housing plan, and these residents confirmed this has been going on since February of 2025, according to Beaver County Commissioner Jack Manning.
It was a good meeting. State reps, ourselves, the Conservation District, and it was mainly a meeting between the elected officials and the Conservation District and the DEP on who has purview over these processes and what point does the Conservation District acquiesce to the DEP, who is the enforcement arm for controlling the permitting process. We called the meeting because we wanted to understand, based on complaints we were getting, what the DEP's role was with that. We wanted to make sure we understood the delineation between the DEP and the Conservation District.
A house caught fire in Chippewa Township yesterday evening, which caused multiple fire units to respond to it. According to Beaver County dispatchers, crews were called to the 3700 block of 37th Street Extension at 8:40 p.m. The side and the roof near the front door of this house that caught fire were damaged, and Beaver County dispatchers told WTAE that one dog was rescued from inside. There were no reported injuries, and the cause of the fire is unknown at this time. In recognition of AAA Car Care Month, AAA East Central will offer free vehicle battery and electrical system checks in October of 2025. A battery wellness clinic will be held at the Rochester AAA branch office from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Thursday, October 16th, where batteries can be purchased on site if they are needed. The public and members of AAA are encouraged to check their vehicles to make sure the battery has enough strength to properly work in the air of cold winter. PennDOT District 11 announced that today, weather permitting, bridge inspection activities on Route 3104 McKees Rocks Bridge in the city of Pittsburgh and McKees Rocks Borough will occur from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. today. Bridge inspection activities requiring a single lane restriction and traffic shift on the McKees Rocks Bridge in the eastbound direction toward Route 65 will occur, and a single lane of traffic will remain in each direction at all times, and bridge inspection work will be conducted by crews from the Larson Design Group there. And Pennsylvania authorities say 2 police officers and a suspect have been shot while officers were responding to a call. Pennsylvania State Police say the troopers were taken to hospitals after yesterday's shooting. Police say they will provide an update on their conditions later, along with information about the incident and suspects. Governor Josh Shapiro says he and his wife Lori are praying for the officers and asked others to join them. State police say there is no threat to the public, but the scene remains very active. The shooting happened in southern Franklin County, which is northwest of Baltimore. And yesterday morning was when a cow was rescued from the median of Interstate 79 near Cranberry Township. According to police, several people reported seeing the cow at around 7 a.m. It is unknown at this time how the cow got loose on I-79. Police were on the scene during this incident, and traffic was backed up for about 2 miles approaching the Butler County area where the cow was spotted. Local farrier Kyle Carson was able to both rope the cow shortly after 10 a.m. and get the animal loaded onto a trailer. The cow is receiving veterinary care at a local farm.
Now, you know, that's not the first time that a cow has gotten loose in Cranberry. Years ago, this is probably, I don't know, I'll say like 2001, 2002. I was on the turnpike at night. I worked night turn. I was driving down the turnpike, and all of a sudden there was a cow standing in the middle of the turnpike. Slammed on my brakes, slid sideways. Here, a truck had wrecked that was carrying cattle. They were going to get butchered. And so there was cows walking along the turnpike. There was probably a dozen, a little bit more. They actually had to unfortunately, euthanize them all because they were just beat up from road rash. And they used a big, I don't know, high lift, I guess, and brought it in with a big dump on it and picked them up and took them all away. But ended up, whole driver's side of my truck was smashed in because, you know, I'm trying to slam on the brakes and I slid sideways and slammed into a cow.
Oh, my word.
So it's not the first time it's happened, so it's kind of weird.
Long story short,
watch out for the cows in Cranberry.
Yeah, watch out for the cows in Cranberry. We're already overtime, and weirdly enough, the guy that rescued it, his horse's name was actually Highway. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
And I look back at the story.
All right.
But here's Lisa Marie.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
Today we'll see mostly sunny skies with highs of 62 and overnight lows around 36. Some patchy frost to start the day tomorrow. However, another beautiful sunny day is in store for us with highs in the mid-60s and lows around 43. And more sunshine in the forecast for Saturday with a slight chance of showers in the evening. Look for highs near 70 and lows around 52. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
On this Thursday, October the 9th of 2025 at 43 minutes after 10, we've got a temperature of 55 degrees currently in Beaver County. That's a look at the news for now. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM, AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM and 1460 AM WMBA. Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
Weekday mornings were meant to drive in the fast lane. It's Frank Sparks on Beaver County Radio.
Hey, we're back here on Driving in the Fast Lane on your Thursday morning. Coming up 11 o'clock is the best Beaver County. And Mark's going to be hanging out. We're going to be talking about Push Beaver County and the good things Push Beaver County does in the 11 o'clock hour. And you said we might have another guest coming along too.
Well, we
You're not
may.
sure? Okay.
I don't want to tease it too
Okay.
hard because, but I did.
Well, he was late yesterday, so I guess he wants to make up time
I bet
today.
he's going to be on time today.
Okay.
That's just my hunch.
Just
but-
your thought.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, in hour number one, we're talking EdFest. We're visiting with Lauren Susan. She is the dean of college here and now for CCBC, and then Mark Kopsack, who is also here with Push Beaver County as well as the Right Promise and helping talking about what's going to be happening on Monday with EdFest. So we left off just talking about some of the good programs that CCBC has for high school students, and it's kind of exciting. You have to be excited. You said you have, how old are your kids?
I have an 8 and a 4-year-old.
Okay. So, I mean, this is programs that as, you know, and hearing this is having a 7-year-old, and I always tell everybody I live with Sheldon Cooper because my 7-year-old, like, she's just, you know, we just did those tests they do in school, and she's testing at 5th grade level, and she's in 2nd grade.
Oh,
and it's
wow.
like, yeah, so I got like Sheldon Cooper in my house, and when
We'll
she
take her
tells
early.
me,
It's fine.
Right. She tells me how to do things, put it that way. So it's exciting to know that those kind of programs are possibly in the pipeline coming up, that she can do that. Like as she goes to New Brighton now, and as she gets older, she can do dual enrollment and things like that. And like I said, those things weren't available back in the 80s, which is cool to see now.
And I think it's important for parents and grandparents and guardians to start thinking about these things early on, even in middle school, because once they get into high school, you know, there's certain classes that are required if you want to come into our health academy that you have to take in high school before you get there. So you're prepared to do these programs. So we tend to go out and we sometimes will go to middle school events, we'll go to the different high school college fairs and different things to start talking to these students early. It's about planting that seed early on so they can start to think about, what do I want to be when I grow up? A lot of students, when I was a counselor, if I kind of take my hat off now and go back to that, a lot of the students had no idea because they don't have as many opportunities as we would like while they're in school, because they're spending their day at school to learn and do all those great things, you know. So again, I think it's important that we have these conversations at home and start really giving them opportunities to explore these different things. So what we do at CCBC for our academies, our high school academies specifically, is we invite all the Beaver County schools we pay for the bus, and we say they can bring their sophomores and juniors on, we call them Aim for the Future Fridays. They can bring their sophomores and juniors that are interested in learning more about these high school academies to CCBC. So we do those throughout the year. We start in October. We'll do them all the way till about April, on every other Friday, and they can bring a bus full of students that, you know, and they tour through our interactive sessions. So they're actually hands-on to see, like, what would this be like if I wanted to do cybersecurity, if I wanted to fly an airplane. We have a flight simulator there for them to actually, you know, interact with. And so they go into health and they get to see the interactive, like, Sim Baby Lab and all those different things that we have that are really cool that a lot of people don't even know that CCBC has available to them. So we offer that to the school districts, and it's exciting because most of the school districts will bring their students to kind of go through these tours.
What age can you start actually doing dual enrollment?
So our a la carte, I say dual enrollment, which is just picking and choosing a class that you want to take. You can start that as early as your sophomore year. Now, the high school academies are designed to start in your junior and senior year because they are a prescribed pathway. And like with aviation, there's certain age restrictions on certain things that you can do. Same thing with health and different things. So we have those laid out. So as early as sophomore year, you know, even if they know they're going to come to the academy their junior year, we can get them started on some things, you know, even in their sophomore year if they would really want to do that.
So what if I decide in between my junior year and my senior year that I want to change and do something different?
So we have students that do that. That's one nice thing about these academies is it gives them an opportunity to start early on, kind of exploring these courses. And we have had students. We've had students go from aviation to health or criminal justice to education. So we can absolutely be flexible in that sense, and they can switch pathways or switch courses. Sometimes we have students that, especially in aviation, come in and they're already flying an airplane before they even get to us. Believe it or not. So they're even ahead of the curriculum that we have. So we kind of meet them where they're at and create a special plan for them. So that is one unique thing too that we can do is kind of create that special plan and meet those students where they are or switch majors. You know, I think it's better if they start now and they switch their major than later down the road when they have, you know, a year or two, you know, in. Yeah. So this really gives them that opportunity to start early.
What's your most popular academy?
So our aviation academy is our most popular. Coming in second is our health Academy. And then our newest academy, and I have to put a plug out there for this, is under our STEM Academy, we have 3 pathways. So we have engineering, computer science, and our newest pathway we just launched this fall is cybersecurity.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool with everything going on in our world with hacking and different things. So we're really excited, and we want to see more students kind of get involved in that pathway.
So who kind of helps CCBC and partners along with them and helps pay all the bills and do all this?
Right. So I'm glad you brought that up, because that is one of the biggest obstacles I see for our students is paying for the courses, right? And having access financially to the courses, because unfortunately when students are in high school, they can't apply for federal financial aid. So a lot of these families are paying straight out of pocket. But we've been fortunate enough, and we actually this year partnered with the Right Promise, and they donated $25,000 to our scholarships, and we were able to impact 25 students with $1,000 scholarship. So that's $500 for fall, $500 for spring. And again, does that cover all the costs? No, but it helps those families defray some of the costs to coming to the program. We also have had CCBC got a Build Back Better grant that we also were able to fully fund actually this year all of our STEM Academy students that came to the program. We also have our own our foundation has raised money for our high school academies. And just to put a plug in, every April we do a casino night. So if anybody in the community wants to come out, and all the proceeds that we raise that night go into that Foundation Academy Fund to award scholarships. So this year alone, with the help of the Right Promise, Build Back Better, our own foundation, we were able to give out around $100,000 in little partial scholarships to students.
Oh, that's awesome.
Great number.
Yeah.
Right. So again, we're always looking for opportunities to partner with businesses and organizations to help really impact the students, because, Right Promise this year was really able to impact, a lot of students to give them more access to this educational opportunity.
All right, we're going to take a very short break, and we come back, we'll kind of recap everything and talk a little bit more about what's happening on Monday with EdFest here on Beaver County Radio.
Want to make football season better than ever this year? Plan now to join your friends at the Hangar in Moon Township, the place where good times and great food meet. Watch your favorite sporting event on one of their 18 big screen TVs while you enjoy their famous wings, beer-battered fish, pizza, or Taco Tuesdays indoors or on the outdoor patio. Check out their award-winning menu online for lunch, dinner, or a special night out. This football season, hang out with your friends at the Hangar, the best-kept secret in Moon Township at 500 Flaherty Run Road.
Patriot Home Care is now hiring caregivers. Are you a caring and compassionate individual looking for a reliable income with benefits? Then call Patriot Home Care today. Benefits include health insurance, life insurance, paid vacation after 1 year, and 1.5 times hourly pay for overtime plus holiday hours. Patriot Home Care employees provide personal care, conversation and companionship, medication reminders, light housekeeping and laundry, meal preparation, and errands. Start your career in home care today and call Patriot Home Care at 724-506-8911 or apply online at patriothomecare.org.
Join 99.3 FM and 1230 WBVP at the New Brighton Fall Fest from 12 until 2 p.m. on Saturday, October 18th from noon until 2 p.m. Beaver County Radio's Curtis Walsh will be there with the Beaver County Radio Prize Van and the Beaver County Radio Birthday Wheel. The New Brighton Fall Fest runs from noon until 6 p.m. along 3rd Avenue in New Brighton. Beaver County Radio's broadcast from the New Brighton Fall Fest is being brought to you by Electric Garage Door Sales, Hallowed Grounds in New Brighton, the J&J Spratt Funeral Home, I Care on 3rd, Monroe Auto Body, and Beaver County Radio. You're listening to Beaver County Radio, your home for local news, information, and music. Brought to you by Fry Transportation. Beaver County Radio and Fry Transportation, helping to make Beaver County a better place to live, work, and play.
You're driving in the fast lane with Frank Sparks on 99.3 FM and 1230 WBVP. You can also stream live on beavercountyradio.com.
Okay, I think we're going to let Mark talk now.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
Sorry, Mark.
I can't follow this.
Sorry, Mark.
This is incredibly good news. Like, we're talking all about good news.
Or unless Lauren wants to do it, let's recap a little bit about what's going to be happening Monday with EdFest and what time everything gets started. And we know they can tune in here on Beaver County Radio at 7:30.
7:30 it starts with the simulcast with Beaver County Radio. We are expecting between 1,500 to 2,200 teachers at the CCBC Campus Dome. Jimmy Cassis is going to blow the roof off with a nice discussion, and we have a marching band that's going to be there. It's going to be a pep rally type of feel, lots of excitement, and our wonderful sponsors are making it all happen, and obviously CCBC is facilitating the entire wonderful event. So it's going to be quick, 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock, but it's going to go fast. But we're going to try to take our time and really enjoy it.
Sounds like it's going to be a good time. So, Lauren, what's going to be happening on the CCBC side of things on Monday?
So our faculty and employees and administrators will all be part of this first morning part of the day. And then the second part of the day, our day is not done. We'll break out and we'll do some more professional development for our faculty and administrators and employees. We have some fun sessions going on. We have some, informational sessions that our faculty and everything will go through. But again, we're just really excited to have everybody on our campus, and looking at how all these educators are coming around the table.
Mark, a lot of people help put this together. Who are some of the people that help do this?
Well, the committee that has organized this, Dr. Sprinker Carol from The Right Promise, Joe Garino from New Brighton, Sean Aiken, Beaver Superintendent. We have just an amazing committee. DJ Fry was on the committee. I am one of the, just kind of the guys that help pull together an event like this, but it couldn't be done without sponsors. It can't be done without, Flick Financial coming and saying, hey, we want to support this, and Edward Jones coming and saying, hey, we want to be a part of this, and just the group of sponsors that we have is fantastic. But the committee that helped put this together, it's harrowing when you're trying to bring together 2,000 people, and CCBC was so gracious to offer their facilities for this special day. So we can't do it without them. But we have to go to the downtown Pittsburgh, and we want to stay right here. And what better place than the CCBC Golden Dome to do it?
Absolutely. Lauren, if somebody would like to get some more information about CCBC, about dual enrollment, and possibly enrolling their young student in college courses, how can they do that?
So you can go to our website. It's just ccbc.edu. But if you want more specific to our area, you can just go to ccbc/high-school-academies, and that'll take you to our website. Our team information is there. Our contact information, step-by-step, what you need to do to get enrolled is there. So again, please reach out. We're here to kind of have your career take off. No pun intended there.
Well, thank you for coming in today. This has actually been cool, and I'm kind of sad to see that this series come to an end, because we met a lot of great educators over the last month and a half here in Beaver County. So I'm looking forward to Monday, and it's going to be a great time. We have a guy that works here part-time, Larry Ferrario. He's actually, I call him a gym teacher, but he's the physical fitness teacher at Western Beaver High School, and I was talking to him about it. He's looking forward to Monday, so he can't wait to come out and check it out and see what's happening. So they're all looking forward to
historical, fun,
Yes.
awesome. Yeah.
We're excited.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next, Best Beaver County. And Mark's going to hang out with me because Push Beaver County is going to be the best Beaver County this week on Beaver County Radio.
Has your classic car or hot rod seen better days? Just call me, Dave Rodenbaugh, and my team at the Pennsylvania Hot Rod Company. The full-service hot rod shop offers it all. Everything from custom fabrication and restoration to regular maintenance and collision repair. With over 40 years of experience, there isn't a job too big or too small. The Pennsylvania Hot Rod Company's enclosed trailer service ensures safe transit for your ride during any season. The Pennsylvania Hot Rod Company is located at 6th Street in Beaver Falls. Visit pahotrod.com or call 412-719-4950.
Are you frustrated by high copays for your generic drugs? Stop overpaying and start saving. Discover Forward RX, your local cost-plus pharmacy in New Brighton. At Forward RX, we believe in transparency and affordability. No insurance middlemen, no inflated prices, just the true cost of your medication plus a simple fixed markup. Join the Forward RX family today and experience